We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll drop the throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Watch the safety creep.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And, right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 50-60 outlaw. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. 10 for touchdown, 49ers. Aaron Jones, 79 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And this will be a touchback as that's... Sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
50 seconds to Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Yes, yes. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Let's move. 50 seconds, right. See ya.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Get it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Finding Green complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Check. 51 to Mike.
They'll look to throw here. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base. I'm coming after you. Ready.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Aaron Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit.
Right, 4 guys, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Shifts by him at the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Aaron Jones doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They're going to look to throw as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll give it here to his running back.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At their own 48-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm going back to you.
Now Jones. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 44.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, go. You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, Alpha. Mike 51. You're ready.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Go.
2nd and 3. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Bring it, guys. Fight 51, Mike 51. It's been a long day for you. 51's the Mike. Come. Go.
Back to throw here. Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, baby.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Woods, the intended receiver.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security #1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. You're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
61, matchbox lights. Mike 51, Mike 51. Here it comes, here it comes. Go, Mike, go. You did it.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read. Mike 51. Focus, defense, focus. And Mike 51, Mike 51.
Back to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
The outlaw. Let's go, defense. Let's go. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, orbit. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. So don't say nothing. 51's the mic, boy. 51. Gotta do better. Come on. Go, Mike. Hey, echo. Mike, 51. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey. 57. Mike, keep him.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Hey! Down to lose one. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Yo. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Strong left. Hey, exit. 3 out. Look at me. Zipper. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now back to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
51, Mike 51. Watch the curl.
2nd and 6. He's looking deep for Bell. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
General West. 5.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Mike's 50. Check safety.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards, the final tally.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, 4 down.
They'll go again to Jones. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
You got nothing. Now. Thumbs up the helmet. Here we go. Here we go. Protein spill. Mike 52. Mike 52. Get it.
After the penalty, it's Jones. A big run there by Jones. 72 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Here we go. Here we go. Ready. 52, right 52.
They'll set up to throw. He's got Green. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Look at me. Door. Ready.
Into the hands of Pettis. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Watch Mike. Quit talking.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Watch the slant. Undercrunch. Alert 3.
They'll drop the throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry.
And now look at him go. Touchdown, 49ers. Aaron Jones, 56 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His fourth touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with Coach?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And to give this time to the tailback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, hey, hey. You got 3. You got 3. Mike 50. Mike 50. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
accelerating, and off he goes. 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Aaron Jones, 61 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DJ Reed. Looking for Woods that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
30 base. I'm here all day. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Spud. Check 49, check 49. Bang, 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 bang. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, go. Watch the ship. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is down to 24. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeout.
Hey, Delta. It's 80 weapons. It's just me and you. Mike 52. Watch the run. Go. No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Right here. That's what I do. Go. The Mike right here over there. Right. 52's the Mike. Watch the run. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Looking to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. When A.J. Green's on the field, something exciting usually happens, and that was certainly exciting.
Superior route runner, superior hands, superior body control, but I love the way he reacts to the football in the air. Finds it, locates it, and goes and gets it before the defensive backs can react.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point.
Hey, what's up, son?
And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
What you mean? Shit, I've been fucking busy, bro. I ain't been really playing. Only time I've been on the game is I'm fucking playing with one of y'all. And shit, I'm moving right now, so. Karen Crow.
Getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today.
Yeah.
Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching the whole deal.
Oh, come on, bro. Oh, where? Yeah.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistake.
Oh, really?
But it's been pretty simple.
Oh, shit. I ain't know, cuz.
Isn't it down this big in the fourth
You say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be
Oh, for real? Oh, shit. I thought most of y'all niggas stayed out of state or something, you know? Like what? Oh, shit. I ain't know. Yeah, fucking,
Second and 13.
Man, what the fuck? Bruh. That's what I'm saying. I ain't got no line, dog. And that's you, the Packers? Oh, yeah, he was telling me about them open, man. I ain't got no fucking line, bruh. Niggas be crashing my shit like you seen when you was playing me. Like, niggas come through like it ain't nothing. And niggas fucking receivers drop passes and shit. Yeah. Nah, yeah, your ass coming through the center, son.
So for the 49ers,
Yeah.
the win gets them back over 500 at 5-2.
That's some bullshit, man. I need your fucking receiver just keep mossing niggas and shit. No, I'm talking about yours. Hey, little nigga. That's some bullshit though. Nigga be covered. He still be covered. He still get on. Something like that. I might have changed my who that? Travis? Yeah, oh yeah. But so I'm gonna have to change my my offensive play scheme or something, cause it's telling me it's giving me the power back. What the fuck? Yeah, that's what I'm about to do.